Oh please, there's only one actor who gets to scream the word woo in this franchise, and his name is Ryan Felipe. Jussie Shade here for Awfully Good Movies on behalf of the JoBlo YouTube network. And what began in 1997 with screenwriter Kevin Williamson's loose adaptation of Lois Duncan's YA novel I Know What You Did Last Summer, which then continued on its two terrible sequels and a short-lived Prime Video series, has now been brought back this past summer with the older Jennifer Love Hewitt and Freddie Prinze Jr. returning to help a new generation of dumb college students from their hometown who have also left a body for dead on the road that has supposedly come back one summer later to wreak his bloody revenge. Yes, it worked for Scream, yes, it worked for Halloween, but it sure does not work for this dull and derivative ripoff of what was already a Scream ripoff, despite some welcome appearances from franchises past. Though sadly no Jack Black and no Mekhi Phifer.
There's no Mekhi Phifer.
So right after he tackled I Still Know What You Did Last Summer, let's hand things over to our horror expert Tyler Nichols to deal with the arguably worst sequel/reboot that had audiences forgetting what they saw last summer in this fish-baiting episode of Awfully Good Movies.
What are you waiting for?
Ah, the phrase heard round the world. This is the movie that finally made me go, I've had it. Enough with the goddamn legacy sequels that bring absolutely nothing to the table.
You know more than anyone. Sometimes you can just get mixed up with the wrong people.
I was actually a pretty strong proponent for them in the past, but we've officially hit the point where damn near every single one is bad. So let's put a stop to this before we go too far. And let's examine how awfully good is I Know What You Did Last Summer 2025.
I got an anonymous note.
Yep, that's why we're here.
Let's not waste any time and just get into this bad boy. The new film tries to replicate the beginning of the original with the title cards being played out over a sweeping shot of the ocean. And I know it's just a production company, but I get a kick out of the fact that this shows up right before the title card. Ah yes, an original film indeed.
Now you need to handle this. It's not going to stop.
We're first introduced to our Julie James knockoff, Ava. She's even wearing a similar tank top as Julie James, really trying to let the viewer know that, hey guys, this is our lead, she's our Julie.
What'd you do that for? You're a bitch.
She's trying on a bunch of different dresses and doing what I just love for someone alone to do repeatedly. Talk to themselves for exposition. Get ready because the writing gets so much lazier as we go along.
Hello, old friend.
Wait, what? Ava, you knew that weed was stale. Why are you acting so surprised? Are you a damn teenager? God, I hate you already.
Thanks for coming. Mwah.
Now, to be fair, I also hated Danica the first time I saw this movie, but that's because my expectations were that this would be a competent film. I'm not sure why on earth I thought that, but I always give a film a little bit more leeway on first viewing. I don't want to outright hate any movie. But boy, oh boy, do some make it so damn difficult.
I hate it here.
Danica is such a dummy that it's actually kind of charming. She goes through 2 different engagement parties in one movie and has whatever the hell this is.
No, Sloay's new. He's a claircognizant empath.
She's insufferable, yet kind of charming in her ditziness. But let me get this straight. The best character in this movie is Teddy. After the incident, they try to make it seem like he's so down on his luck and sad since Danica left him, but this man is just living it up on his yacht.
Oh, wow. My long lost friends.
If that's what rock bottom looks like, then sign me the f up. Though I won't act like he doesn't say some problematic things.
You hit those brakes fast though, and people say women can't drive.
If anything, it just speaks even more to Danica being a dummy. But that doesn't mean he's not dropping great lines throughout.
Oh my God, Diva, that's so creepy. We've confirmed everyone dead here is still dead, and I'm not trying to join them.
But I guess we should talk about the incident that starts this all. The group of friends decides that they want to do what they did back in the old days and go watch fireworks at this place called Dead Man's Curve? Yeah, nothing bad can happen there. They even run into their old friend Stevie, who apparently isn't rich like all of them and actually has to work for a living. They convince her to join and even make a point that Danica actually isn't drunk driving. Because we need responsible characters, damn it. So we'll touch on this a little bit later when we go full bore into the twist, but I just need to make this clear. Teddy was not in the middle of the road, and there is more than enough road between them and any incoming vehicles. Not only that, but once the crash happens, they're actually trying to get this person out.
Hold it from the back so it doesn't go over!
Do these filmmakers not remember that the original film had our kids full on dumping a dead body into the water after hitting him with their car? These kids just happen to be out in the road to see some fireworks, and this moron completely disregards the car lights in front of him and swerves. Irresponsible, sure, but not exactly something worthy of a revenge mission.
Cool costume, but I'm not loving this.
Even this moment where the victim grabs Teddy's shirt and takes it with him off the cliff feels like it's going to be something that comes up later. You know, puts Teddy at the scene of the incident. But nope, literally never comes up again. Complete waste. When your movie is literally called I Know What You Did Last Summer, you really need a big event to make it a big deal. Sins of the past and all that. It feels silly as shit that this event has affected all these people in such a ridiculous way. Again, the first film, I totally get it. They literally killed a guy and covered up his body.
We take this to our grave! Let me hear it! Let it go, Barry!
This was merely an accident that they were too scared to report. Really not the same thing. Hell, damn near everyone is doing better. Ava is being her bisexual self and hooking up with girls in bathrooms. Stevie has latched onto Danica and is clearly getting to do stuff that she wouldn't be able to otherwise. Teddy is living it up on his yacht. Danica has moved on quickly from Teddy and is clearly engaged to another sugar daddy. Everyone seems in a similar position to pre-accident or doing better. Then there's the fisherman, who they try to make into some Ghostface-like killer where their mere presence brings chills. But that's never what he is. He was just an old guy that was out for revenge. Now they cover his face up with a coat in order to give us a big old twist. And can I just point out how annoying it is that they keep using the hook like it's a bladed weapon? He keeps slicing and dicing fools. When that's not how hooks work. They pierce, they don't slash. I don't mind the inclusion of a fishing spear, but it's just used twice and it seems forgotten about after the first big kill all the way until the finale. They also really like to show the aftermath of his kills to make them seem so much brutal than they actually were. And it cracks me up just how much the fisherman is able to sneak around one moment and is just stomping away the next. For the love of God, just give me some consistency.
It's happening again!
And I guess we should talk about the Jennifer Love Hewitt of it all. They try to treat it like a big deal on the level of Sidney Prescott, but sorry, Julie James is not on her level. Sidney faced off against Ghostface 5 times, facing off against a total of 9 different Ghostfaces. She's lived with this torment for decades. Julie did a bad thing once, got attacked for it, and then got attacked a year later by the same dude and his son. She's been in the clear for decades at this point. Hell, she's even a professor at a university, seems to be doing very well for herself, and she feels so ancillary to the story. I'm sure a lot of that has to do with the fact that she didn't actually sign on until the cameras had already gotten rolling, so they couldn't make her too central. But she just feels like a rewrite and could have easily done without her. Plus, why the hell is she saying this again?
What are you waiting for?
It's like the moment from the first movie. I'm sure you've all heard about it at this point, so I don't feel the need to put up a spoiler warning, but I guess if you want to go into this fresh, then watch out. We're talking ghosts. Because for some reason they felt it was necessary to bring back Sarah Michelle Gellar's Helen Shivers as a ghost. I had heard rumblings of this happening before I saw the film, so it wasn't a complete shock when it happened, but I still just watched in disbelief. Though my disbelief turned to laughter when this happened.
When you do something bad, you have to pay.
Oh, how misguided. And why the hell is it Danica that's having this vision? Wouldn't it make a lot more sense for it to be Julie or hell, even Ray? This girl saw her photo at a gravesite and that was enough to make her have this wacko bananas vision?
She was a croaker queen just like me.
And it still cracks me up that they tried to make this into a whodunit versus a true revenge story. It's like the writer kept getting I Know What You Did Last Summer mixed up with Scream. I mean, hell, they even decided to do the two killers thing. And can we talk about what an absolutely terrible idea it is to make a legacy character into the killer?
You can't underestimate the lengths someone will go to avenge what's been taken from them.
This is where I point out that I actually called Freddie Prinze Jr. being the killer back during my I Still Know What You Did Last Summer video, since he already was exhibiting some crazy teleporting abilities. But we finally get it revealed that Stevie teamed up with Ray to make these bastards pay.
How much did it die? Danica, I thought that was obvious by now.
Because the person that died in the crash was actually Stevie's sponsor? See, Stevie didn't like being around all this drinking, so she had actually texted him to come pick her up. So, wait a minute. Let me get this straight. This guy knew exactly where they would be, and he still came in driving like a bat out of hell and got himself killed? And why did Stevie not immediately proclaim, "That's my friend, we have to help him"? Instead, she's one of the first ones that wants to get the hell out of Dodge. And as much as they want to make it seem like these people are so bad for leaving the crime scene, it's already made abundantly clear that they wouldn't have been able to do anything, since getting down the cliff was damn near impossible. The ambulance and medical professionals arrived in the same amount of time that they would have otherwise had they been there. Just make it make sense. Really, Stevie's inclusion was pretty pointless overall, because when you go back through the movie, it's clear that Ray was the fisherman every single time we see him. So why not just make it Ray being mad for the exact same reasons, and just get rid of this whole subplot with Stevie being upset about her sponsor getting killed?
I had to make people remember.
Though one of the biggest slights of the film is the truly terrible dialogue.
Take the code to my crypto wallet!
And half the time it doesn't even make sense.
It's pretty crazy that all of this could have probably been avoided if men just went to therapy.
Except that it was literally a girl that was one of the killers. How did this line even make it through the edit? Oh, and I guess I should mention the post-credits scene, because this is one of the most insane I've ever watched. I love both these actors from I Still Know, and Brandy has proven herself to be a capable actress, but dear God, they're both awful here.
Julie, oh my God.
This is really just to try and tease a sequel, but at this point, they just need to put this movie out of its misery. It's all painfully bad. And the original films weren't much of anything in the first place, so please, let's just leave it in the past. Which is why I'm giving I Know What You Did Last Summer 2025 an awfully good rating of a D-. This is not a fun watch and commits an unforgivable sin. It makes the original films worse with its mere existence. Because I sure as hell can't look at Ray the same way when I know what his future holds. And when we get lines like this, I know that this is a movie I won't even be thinking about next month, let alone next summer.
I just have one question. What did you do last summer?
It's awfully good. It's awfully good.
Thank you for clicking on our video, everybody. If you like what you saw here, please make sure you like the video and subscribe and share with your friends who like this sort of content. JoBlo was created by movie fans for movie fans, and we appreciate your support.